Black. What's up, y'all? What's going on, man? ETM Hotel, Rennie Sean. Welcome in peace. My name is Sean. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning into this episode of Science with Sean. So I'm gonna kick a little bit of information, but in the meantime, I'm gonna mix up some things because I do need to make myself clear. The title of this particular show is called "Am I Really Hating on Bobby West?" Robert West. All right, so let me just keep it a buck all the way with everybody, man, just so you know, off the cusp. This nigga's lost his mind. He's lost his mind. I mean, I know he can't go a show without saying my name, but he's lost his mind. All right? One thing's for sure, two things for certain. When I did the video that I did with him and Garfield on the cover on the Mossy Warrior Clan YouTube channel, referring to information that they were trying to disseminate that had to do with Divine Suspect, I specifically said in the video, right, that if you supported me, and I'm saying you, I'm talking about Garfield and but in this case, if they really watch my shows, if you really watch my shows, right, then you would have already been tapped in to get this information. I didn't lie. I didn't lie. I didn't lie at all. So before I even get to the science part, I want to kind of make this clear. I didn't lie on you, Unc. How the hell am I hating on your old ass? What you got, I ain't got. And whatever you got, I ain't got, I'm glad that you got it. So how the hell could I hate on you? Because I said you don't support, you be fake supporting this channel? So let's talk about this channel. And let me talk about how you be fake supporting this channel. Because when this show go live, you should already had your ass in here tapped in. There was no way that I go, no matter what, just because I ain't talking to you right now and you in your feelings, because I ain't talking to you and I've been ignoring your calls and I've disassociated myself from you and I attacked your book, which you got to rewrite. I attacked your name, which I made you change. I attacked your group, which made you start your own channel. Since we keeping it a buck, all those things are true. This channel was inspired by you. You said it. Yo, Sean, you need to go create another channel where you can kick all the scientific stuff on there and build a channel up. And I'm gonna rock with you and I'm gonna come on and we gonna do shows and we gonna promote the channel and we gonna do this and we gonna do that, all that. That was your idea. I ain't want no interest in it. The only reason that I took interest in your idea is because Facebook flagged the debunking video that I did, and I don't know why they flagged the video. And I said, well, I don't want to get no strikes on a Mossy channel no more. All I did was play them pseudos videos, and then we went through and debunked that information, and I didn't want that to happen on a Mossy no more. So I heard what you said from the gate, and then I took heed to the information that you provided, and I created the Science with Sean channel. Now, earlier on in the channel, I did get some I did get some Bobby. I got some Bobby. Here and there, I got sprinkles of Bobby. You know what I'm saying? You would show up, do your thing, all that, the whole nine, whatever. But what I was talking about specifically, because of the differences, because I disassociated and disattached myself, YouTube automatically flagged the Mossy Warrior Clan channel when I did though. You know, every time I do a debunking video, it's a possibility that YouTube will flag the video because of the material that's in the video from the pseudos that's registering with those Autobots. But every time I do a video over here or something like that. You might watch. It depends on if it's something that's going to support your argument in the moment, or if I'm kicking you thousands of sources a day or stuff like that. Whatever. It's not really a problem. My whole thing is, why the fuck would I hate? My whole video, I said it in the video. I said the problem. I said it. I said, Unc, I can't lie. You buy the books and you support my work, you support shit that I do. I said that. I said that. But I also was very clear on who I was talking about don't support my shit. I specifically said Garfield's name. If you stop listening to the beginning of the video and work your ass through the video, you would hear me specifically say Garfield don't support my shit. I got a picture. I start naming motherfuckers who got my book with pictures. It's like I ain't tripping. Got the books. You done wrote forwards. You dumbass, old ass. You just, goddamn. Do you not realize this ain't no way to start no show at all? This is not the way to start a show, and this is beyond me. But Robert West, aka Bobby Banger, you gotta stop. You have allowed a multitude of people to influence your ignorance to a degree that people are detaching themselves from you because of your ignorance. It ain't me. It ain't the subject matters at hand. It's you. You told us out of your mouth several thousands of times, when you get to a point of where you're acting a particular way, we need to pull your card. And when I went to pull your card, your ass got in your feelings and started fighting me because you're wrong. And I don't really want to say some of the things that I really want to say because I don't want to give people an opportunity to start looking at the bigger picture of what's really driving the wedge. You can't call me no hater. How the fuck do I look like hating on you? I've been your biggest motherfucking supporter. If they said your name, I came in gun blazing. I don't give a damn if they was right, I came in gun blazing. Brought my fucking ass to Atlanta over and over and over and over and over again, back-to-back weekends. So I don't want to hit this. I don't want to hit this whole I'm hating. Your old ass is senile and illiterate at this point. If I'm gonna hate on something, this is what I'm gonna hate on. And you can call me a hater all you want to. But why the fuck are you celebrating a debate win over a senile, ignorant ass motherfucker? Since when does Bobby Banger, aka Unc West, celebrate beating the brakes off of Pseudo? So tell me, Bobby, when the hell did you start doing that? You have now demoted your abilities. I don't give a damn what Reggie was saying on Smash Show, trying to big up you and hold your jock strap and all of that bull crap. I don't give a damn about none of that. Since when have you allowed an ignorant mofo to bring you down to a degree that you would celebrate a teaching moment with an ignorant mofo that don't read? Please tell me that. Where do we do that at? Where do we do that at? Huh? Tell me. Tell me where we do that at. But I'm going to tell you what you do, my nigga. I'm not going to tell you what you do. I'm going to show you what you do, my nigga. You be belittling my shit till you need my shit. And then you'll come out and say some shit like this.
Give you all that you want, right? And I'm not the person to give it, right? Because I don't even have a wrench, right? So I give you all that you want, right? And I'm not the person to give it, right? Because I don't even have a wrench, right? So I'm nobody on this show, right? But if you told them what you want publicly, and you don't get all that you want, right?
It ain't like I want much.
Okay, can you tell them?
She wants Sean's show, yo. She wants Sean's show. Speaking for the show where he wants Sean.
Read the propaganda.
Yeah, she wants Sean read the reading hour.
And you know, gentlemen, okay, you're in a different.
You see what I'm saying? But you say I'm hating. That sounds like some hating ass, bitch ass, made ass shit, Bobby. That's what that sound like. That's why I wasn't answering your phone calls. That's why I wasn't texting you back. That's why I just disconnected myself, because you was doing some slick ass, hating ass shit. So let's put that out there. Since you want to keep on, I'm a hater, or you got some slick ass shit to say on all your shows about me, how about you do that? Huh? You hating on me. Oh, you don't believe me? I can go further than that. You sitting over there around in a text message group with a bunch of other motherfuckers with iPhones, and when my name come up, it's okay for them niggas to talk shit about me. But guess what, Bobby? In the same breath, Bobby, when it's a group of people that I'm around that talk about you, bro, you know the difference between me and you is I'm willing to go down with you. You ain't willing to go down with me. And I recognize that when you chose what you chose or what you became in favor of. So you let it be, you let them niggas feel that much comfortable around you that they can talk shit about me. They can say all of that, and your excuse is, oh, they grown men. I can't tell them how to speak or how to feel or how to control. Nah, nigga, you supposed to be a leader. You talk all that crack era shit where you was handling your business and maintaining the block and building up shit and handling and doing all of that. That was leadership qualities. But what the fuck is your leadership qualities among them sorry ass niggas? Huh? Where was that at? Because if you put me around the same group of motherfuckers, straight like that, if you put me around the same group of niggas, I guarantee you I go to war with every last one of them niggas, no matter if we in the same group. If you don't believe me, your best example is Garfield Reed. I was in a back chat with MBK the same day that they scolded Garfield over some bullshit. Robon, Daryl, True Storian, Maru, and some other motherfucker. They all attacked Garfield. You know who stood up for Garfield? Me. I did. Because I wasn't comfortable with them niggas talking shit about Garfield after they just kicked him out of the MBK back chat, off the hangout, and then went on a tangent, and then try to make me pick sides. So, Bobby, that's how I feel. That's why I didn't call you. That's why I ain't text you. The only text you got from me is when I told you happy birthday. Cause I ain't that type of motherfucker to not recognize that it was your birthday. So I sent you a text. But in no way, shape, form, or fashion would I ever let a nigga feel comfortable about talking shit about you. Ever. Even in the disagreements. The disagreement is over some information. The problem is over some bigger shit. See, you think I just ain't talking to you because you talking that alien shit. I don't give a damn about no alien shit. You ain't even teaching these niggas how to recognize claims. It's bigger than that. So while you sitting over here on your little throne because you done beat up a so-called nigga named Chief X, you really did some fuck shit to me. And most people really probably are like, damn, Sean, why you saying this on a YouTube video? You sound like y'all could have had this conversation in private. Why would I have the conversation in private when in private these niggas is talking about me and this nigga's letting it go? And no, I'm not taking it down. No, I ain't erasing it. None of that. The first 25, 30 minutes of this bullshit, I'm leaving on here because I want to make sure that if it ever get back to him, he can listen to word for fucking word. So that's how I feel. That's why I ain't said nothing. I let you talk crazy. You do all of that. But ultimately, when you needed some homework, I gave you homework. When you needed my support, I gave you my support. When you needed me to have your back, I had your back. And it was bigger than some YouTube shit. See them niggas you fucking with now, that's some YouTube shit. That group over there, that's YouTube shit. The Mossy ain't YouTube shit. The Kofi Pi-Psi research team ain't YouTube shit. We stand on what we stand on, and we are who we are online and offline. And no, I'm not mad. I ain't mad no more. I was mad before, but I ain't mad no more. It just made me realize that sometimes I might love niggas that don't love me back. I might be too loyal to the wrong motherfuckers because I ain't getting that same energy back. Yeah, you big at putting people out there, pushing them forward and trying to get them heard and all of that stuff. And I feel that. I respect the hell out of that. I respect everything you've done all the way up until recently. Because recently, these have been the dumbest moments in your life in the last 10 years regarding this information. So again, Science with Sean was Bobby West's creation. It was his idea. He promoted the idea. Wasn't mine. It was his. He said, do it. Create the content. We're going to drive it. We're going to build up the channel. That's what he said. And we do our thing. We still hit what we hit on everywhere else. This was your idea, right? Because we needed a hub where we can get this information and get it off. Cool. I didn't want to take away from the Mossy. I didn't want to take away from Kofi Pi-Psi. So, and I didn't want to give it no strikes. But the truth is the truth is the truth. I would never let anyone feel comfortable about talking about you when you ain't even around. And even when you're around, I'm firing. I don't give a damn if you holding your own. I'm still firing. So ain't no way that I'm going to love a motherfucker the way that I love people and ride for them. And then you turn around and call me a fucking hater when your ignorant ass didn't even listen to the video. I specifically called Garfield out in that video for not supporting me the way that I supported him. You know, showing him the same type of love, you know, riding for him the same way that I rode for you, you know, like purchasing his book, showing his book off to people, promoting his book, trying to sell his book and shit like that, you know. All of that type of shit. You feel me? Like, I call him out for that. I just said, you fake support the channel because you act like you really be tapped in, but you really don't be tapped in. You might come back and you might catch a little bit of it, and then you'll grab the sources up out of there and be like, hey, that was some good shit you did the other day. But if it was that good, then hey, let it be known. I can't say you don't support Unc. You got all the books, bro. You buy my shit. You put my shit on Front Street. You push my shit. Why the fuck would I say that you don't support me? That makes no sense. You being old and senile. But you told us out of your own fucking mouth that when we see you fucking up and slipping, to reel your ass back in. Them niggas ain't doing it. Oh, they cool and all. I get that. They are cool. Them some cool ass niggas offline. They are. They great fathers, good community leaders when they're active in the community. Can't, especially because he do community shit. Like he try to host shows and shit like that to educate people around him in the city where he from. I'm not taking away from who they are offline. I just don't respect what the fuck they do online at all. So no, I don't watch their channel or your channel. I don't watch that bullshit. But I don't tell people to not watch that shit. You literally don't really understand what I'm saying to you or getting the point of why the fuck Sean ain't talking to me. You ain't never not once really thought about that. Out of all the people, me, you talk to Ben, y'all done had disagreements. You talk to Kofi almost all the time. Now your new habit, you talk to Sutek. I don't know if you talk to Satep and Ra. You talk to T'Challa, right? You call Chavis after you beat up on sorry ass Xavier Shelton. And you touting that shit. Running around here like you got a motherfucking victory over Polite, nigga. The fuck is going on? And you just sitting here and you running amok around some motherfuckers who got you all over the fucking place. They got you to a point where you ain't even reading books no more. You microwaving the information, nigga. You fought 10 years against that shit. Now all of a sudden it's cool. You fought 10 years of your life. You gave up 365 times 10 to beat up on pseudo ass niggas and motherfuckers microwaving information and running amok. You dedicated your body of work, the most important years of your life and dedication back to the community. You fought for that shit. And now all of a sudden, oh, it's cool. We gonna skip steps now. We ain't gonna go all the way to where we need to go. So when I began to be on the attack, when I started challenging your real black atheism, what it stood for, the fundamental principle of what it was, you crumbled quick. And as I said earlier, you're not going to give me credit for it. You're going to deny it. You're going to say, nah, you became Bobby because you're a banger from Baltimore and all that bullshit. No, tell the truth, nigga. Sean hit your book, your published work, and he extracted the fact that real black atheism was fundamentally built on the principles of rebuilding Africa and African culture and African traditions. And real black atheism gave you the opportunity to be your atheist, but still love, protect, defend, and honor and teach about Africa. But lately, you lost that identity that you worked so hard to establish and build for yourself. So much so to the tune that you built a following behind that. So you just abandoned your following. And some of them, they just accepted it because they personality worshipers. And that's cool too, because some people they love the personality, right? They want to hear you crack jokes, ha ha he, shitty shitty bang bang, woo woo woo, all of that. And then they want to hear you kick some information. Then they want you to beat up on some Hebrews. Then they want you to beat up on Christianity. Okay, whoop-de-doo, la la la, ha ha ha. I get that. But the fundamental principle of who you are, I took that away from you. So then you became Bobby, because I started pushing Bobby on people and on you. And you got tired. You was mad at it. I ain't afraid to be Bobby. I ain't afraid to be Bobby. I made you accept Bobby because you lost your real black atheist. So you was no longer Brother Unc no more. Now I'm hearing you got to rewrite your book because I said so. I'm hearing you thinking about redoing your book. New title and all that. Same information, just adding on it and expounding. Yeah, I heard that. It was me that made you do that. It was me that made you create a Bobby Banger channel. Because you felt like that I was influencing certain people to push a certain ideology on a group for y'all to have some consistency in what y'all was doing and build some type of foundation that y'all could grow from. But you don't want to be attached to that no more. You want to be free to do whatever it is that you want to do, whenever you want to do it, however you want to do it. You got mad at the intro. It had to be done. You moved on. Remember, you picked your side. You make it evident every time you go online. The first thing that you say is you shout out a whole bunch of pseudos, calling themselves killers. The real pseudo killer is CK. The rest of them mugs is trying to disabuse their pseudoisms live on the air. That's why they doing 10-hour shows about the same shit over and over. You just did a whole presentation beating some shit up, and yet they ain't even pay attention to it. I ain't watch it, but I heard about it. But what's happening again? Them same niggas is online right now talking the same bullshit. So while you running around here calling me a hater, yo, the fuck I'm hating on you for, nigga? I genuinely love you, nigga. What the fuck I'ma hate your punk ass for? But do I receive that same genuine love back? Huh? Do I get that same respect that I give you back? Huh? Nah, I don't get that shit. You know what I get? Oh no, that nigga Sean tripping, yo. You know what I'm saying? That nigga seeing ghosts, yo. Oh, that nigga love to read to people, nigga. He'll sit there and read a whole fucking book on a live stream to you if you let him. That's some hating ass shit. But see me, I ain't let that influence how I feel about you. I just look at it for what it is, because I'm a real nigga. You know, not like in the street like real nigga who dumb as fuck. No, real like I'm a man. I know the importance of being loyal, loving, and understanding, and there for some people who need you when it's time to ride. Like that, nigga. So who the fuck you think you talking to when you on air and you keep on taking your little sneak disses? So now I'm clapping back. And I'm very vulgar, honorary, and harsh. I'm all of that. Because you created that. Kofi told you that. He said, how you gonna get mad at Sean when you basically built the foundation for what Sean's standing on? He's only doing to you what you doing to other people, what you did to other people for 10 years. And now you don't like it. So you had to change your name. You don't like it, huh? It was okay when you was pressing niggas. Now you the one getting pressed. I done pressed you about your name. I done pressed you about your book. I done pressed you about your group. How the fuck that feel? People was laughing because I made Shaka apologize on Garfield live stream. Now I got you running from your fucking identity. You going through an identity crisis. And just because them niggas argue with you over some information, still don't mean that they just yes men. Because them same niggas is letting that bullshit you doing ride and not even checking you on that shit. That shit CK was saying on that show, the parts that I heard, or the clips that I got, was some real shit. Everybody played their feelings to the left, yo. You know goddamn well you can't treat a woman like that. Because ultimately it gets to that point. And she was just expressing herself around people that she felt like was family. That connection, that authenticity of CK is real. I gained more respect for her after that bullshit. Because she's right. Y'all did shut her out. Motherfucker, I was there. I know what the fuck was going on. I left the fucking pseudo killers twice. Chat. Twice. Because the foundation wasn't solid. It wasn't what you told me it was supposed to be. But them niggas is cool with that. Let's hit the live stream, lie, talk shit, act a nut, and then swear we doing something. Like that's what you niggas was doing. You wasn't even trying to make sure that the people that you were edifying when you came in the game, that came in the game and grew up understanding who you were, you ain't even give a fuck about them no more. The people who really came for the information. You let the nonsense drown out the information. And then you wondering why the fuck I ain't answering the phone if you call me, nigga. You ain't standing on principle. You lost your integrity. And ultimately, if I listen to you long enough, I'm going to lose my respect for you. And I told you that the day you kept antagonizing me and you kept saying my name, and I kept telling you, oh, stop saying my name. Leave me alone. Quit saying my name. It's in them chats. I kept saying that, like, leave me alone. Stop saying my name. I'm talking to Sheffrin the other day. You butt in. You butt in. I'm talking to Sheffrin. And then you just had to say my name. So you go on Smash Show again, say my name again, but this time you throwing your best blow at me. This was your best blow. Your bet, because when it comes to the contention with the information, you ain't got no blow. You can't do me like you do Xavier Shelton. You can't do me like you do these other niggas. Because you know I'm gonna out research you and I'm holding on to something that you ain't found yet and you don't want it released on your ass. So you can't do that. You can't come to me like that. Like, what's wrong with you saying, hey, yo, look, yo, Sean ain't back here. Let's not discuss Sean at all, yo. I know y'all feel some type of way or whatever, but that's my nigga. And I don't appreciate, you know what I mean? And I don't appreciate y'all talking about him around me. I don't want nobody feeling comfortable around me. You know that same pressure that I put on Xavier ass when he tried to come on the panel and think shit was all sweet? You know what I mean? Shit like that. I can't get that from you. Garfield ignored the fuck out of me. Unless it's some shit that he need to beat up some Hebrews, maybe. You know what I mean? Or if I cross his mind or something like that, you know what I mean? Or he might hit me up out the blue or something like that. We might talk or whatever. That's cool too. But I don't get that same shit. But you knew that though. You knew that. Cause I said it to you. And you was like, yo, you know what I mean? We'll get Garfield to push his shit, whatever, you know what I mean? Let's just hit him up and rap with him. That's what I'm saying. You knew this shit. So for you to come out and say, call me a hater because I said motherfuckers don't support my shit. Nah, that was your best blow, nigga, to call me a hater? I got the fucking receipts. I never said you didn't support my shit. You got all the books. You met the fam. Over and over and over and over and over again, nigga. You're like a household name around this bitch. How the fuck would I hate on you? When all I said was, even in our disagreements and me detaching myself, you still, if you fuck with me like you say you do, you still should have been tuned into Science with Sean, and you would have already had that homework that you would have extracted in the description of the video, and you and Garfield could have beat up Divine Suspect on that show with the right information and knowing where to go to and show them people, well, look, this stuff he talking about is retracted. And then he ain't even making a solid argument because of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So ultimately, what am I saying to you, Unc? I mean, I'm sorry, Bobby, what am I saying to you? Hold on. My sign is draining. What am I saying to you? I don't even think you know what I'm saying. Because you probably ain't going to watch this either, but I'm going to leave this up. You got to do a better job at being a real nigga. If you Bobby Banger from Baltimore, you Bobby from B-more, the one that was bossing up and was running blocks and was orchestrating business and handling shit, you gotta do the same shit you was doing on the corner with that group. They're fucked up, discombobulated, and misrepresenting what the fuck you built for 10 years, nigga, and you think that shit is cool. That shit ain't cool. That shit ain't cool. You worked too fucking hard to fight off pseudoisms, to make motherfuckers source up, and to teach them literacy, how to read, how to critique information, how to critique sources, how to determine what source is a good source and what source is not. Everything that you built, you're willing to walk away from it to align yourselves with some niggas who don't really fuck with Africa and don't know shit. I said it. I said it. They don't know shit. And I'm not being, listen. I'm not being disrespectful when I say they don't know shit. I'm just basically saying that, yeah, when I call them stupid and dumb, I ain't trying to be ultimately disrespectful. I'm not. But they do stupid and dumb shit. Or they say stupid and dumb shit. And that's just a fact. They say or do stupid and dumb shit. Nah, man. I still got mucus. I guess when I don't know why I didn't go and go to the doctor. Nigga, you keep still saying, bro, I don't have no damn COVID. More bronchitis than anything. I ain't got no COVID. But all of that drainage from my sinuses and all of that, I have to cough that shit up. My Moderna is solid. I ain't had no cold chills, fevers, none of that. No strep throat, none of that. All mine sinus related. But anyway, I ain't listening to this dude. I'm gonna keep it a buck. So listen, and I said this before about specifically Sheffrin. Like I really ain't got no real big problems with Sheffrin or nothing like that. I don't like the way that he do certain shit, but that's just me personally. But it doesn't make me hate him. It doesn't make me not, you know what I mean? Respect him as a man, as a father, as an influence in his community, as a, you know, as in his field, he's an expert barber, and really he's into music. He's really into music. The dude can play instruments and all of that shit. That's what CK was talking about. That when I was messing with Sheffrin, I found those videos and I was like, nah, let's take a look at who Sheffrin really is. And like, you start seeing his other personality. And this dude that he said that he mean and evil and he don't give a damn. I don't even know who that dude is. I ain't seen that dude. I really don't even care. But my whole point is this. You know what I mean? I said what I said to him about having a conversation about hashing out his contentions, because I really think his contentions, whether he adopt them from you or not, in solid. And if you just joined and you ain't said nothing in the chat yet, and that's cool too, and you just listening in, if you listening in, it's cool too. I hope you understand what the fuck I'm saying to you. Because I'm keeping it as real as fuck. So you work so hard. You did blog talk shows back and forth to New York, California, all around Atlanta, Detroit, building content, making establishing working relationships with people in the communities, fighting for the elders, fighting for rebuilding Black Africa, the whole 9 yards. You did all of that to say, fuck that shit, it don't even matter no more. Really, nigga? Really, nigga? So when you said I'm seeing ghosts, Bobby from Baltimore, when you said I'm seeing ghosts, when you show your face on the screen, I am seeing a ghost, because it ain't the person that I'm used to seeing no more. Now you might have went back to Bro Ankh to argue about Egypt and all of that shit, because you passionate. You front real hard. You act like you ain't as passionate about Kemet, but you real passionate about Egypt, because fundamentally it was your foundation when you got in the game, and it was a subject matter that you was learned in and have been learning in and trying to advance in for years. So to let some people who ain't did half the studying you did come amongst you and try to tell you some stuff, you wasn't finna have that. So kudos for you for defending Africa once again. In the midst of your bullshit, you finally did something right. But who it was against, we ain't celebrating that. Why should we celebrate that? Now you can call me a hater. I'm hating on you. Say it. Say it. Because you presented against someone who reads wiki and don't research, who don't know the subject matter, rely on other people, appeals to authority of other people who ain't did no real work on the subject matter, who hadn't contributed any writing or any scientific or historic pieces of documentation to the public on the subject matter, but you engaged them. I'm not giving you no win for that. You supposed to go out and teach and educate that. Fuck out of here. The presentation should have been done long time ago. Fuck do you mean? You're late. But the reason that you're late is because the people amongst you ain't pushing you to be like what the Amara Squad was pushing you to be, like the Mossy was pushing you to be, like Kofi Pi-Sci research team was pushing you to be, like Voices of Fire was pushing you to be. So now you've given up the list. This is what Sean has uncovered. I made you get rid of Real Black Atheism, which means you got rid of Real Black Atheist YouTube channel. So you created Bobby Banger. You said you starting that shit tomorrow. Sean did that. Sean changed your name from Brother Unc, forced you to change your name from Brother Unc to Bobby. And I was the only nigga in the chat telling motherfuckers quit calling you Bro Unc, call you Bobby. And I made you embrace the name change. The last piece of critical, valuable evidence is me making you change your book. And you know you have to change your book. Because the fundamental foundation of your book, the way that it's written, printed, and published, is built on something you no longer stand for. And your excuse is, Sean, you act like people can't adapt and change. So you mean to tell me that these niggas you arguing with every day is that thorough that they can get you off of some shit you spent years building, my nigga? In less than a year? You telling me, Bobby, you're telling me some niggas you just met online. Sosa's in Atlanta and you still ain't met Sosa. The one person that you met was Kent. You met Vance. You met Kent. You ain't met Sheffrin or Corey. You met Kent because he brought you in South Carolina to do that bill. So I understand that all the way. That's solid. I ain't tripping on that. That's a whole nother convo. But you telling me some niggas you just met, right? And I got love for Van. I ain't never said nothing negative about Van. I still ain't. You know what I mean? I fuck with Van. He ain't got nothing to do with it. But you telling me that some new age niggas will make you give up something that you spent your life, the last section of your life, building, abandon that to embrace something that you don't even know no more? Like, you keep talking about John Henry Clark, Dr. Ben, Chancellor Williams, John G. Jackson, Hubert Harrison. You keep talking about them. You keep trying to put them in the forefront of all your conversations, but you ain't about shit that they about. Because you no longer stand on principle. You lost your integrity. You're off track. You're not touching bases with your foundation, with your core audience, with the people that you were grooming to take over. You know damn well, in order for us to properly advance knowledge, we have to have some form of, I keep calling you Bobby, we have to have some form of methodology, research methods, and understanding research models to advance information. Because in those models and those methods, we can apply them to help solve real world real world problems, and then teach the next generation how to go further than us. So it's not about the babies no more. It's about your ego. You're senile. I'm blaming your old age. I'm trying to give you some leverage here, some wiggle room. It's no longer about the people, it's about the ego. Because I hear you trying to constantly tell us, hey, we need to do this or do that so that we can get views and shit. Fuck the views. I piss more people off that view me than I got viewership. And I know that because I don't want people following me. I want people to tune in to hear the information, not to fall in love with my personality. I don't want to be worshiped. I don't want a following. I don't want to create a cult. I want to help people be able to advance information in the middle of a goddamn pandemic and beyond that. But you call me a hater. That was your best blow. You bullshitting ass mofo. Not one of them motherfuckers around you will ever show you the amount of respect, love, and loyalty than my name, my nigga. I put that on my kids. Because if they did, and they know what you built, they would stand on principle with you along that way. But it ain't no principle no more. It ain't no integrity no more. It ain't nothing. It's, can you get some views? Can you entertain the hell out of people? Can y'all keep muddying up the goddamn water so people can't learn? All right. So that was 56 minutes of fucking Bobby Robert West, aka Bobby Banger, aka Bobby Baltimore. What I want to talk about now on the back end of this bullshit, and I'm calling it bullshit because it is what it is. I don't even care. Yeah, I probably could have said that over the phone, but I would have argued with him over the phone. Y'all don't understand. Like, he don't listen. Like, when you're trying to get him to see where you're coming from, it's very hard to get him to listen because he's old and he thinks that he's right. And instead of opening his heart and his mind to hear a motherfucker, he arguing against what's being said because he's so entrenched in his point that he don't think that nobody else has a point, feelings of any fucking thing else. And it's like that about every damn thing is a fucking battle rap. He thinks that he's talking to those illiterate motherfuckers he talk to every day. And I'm calling them that because it's about information. Outside of the information, man, these people are good people. They make it personal. I don't give a fuck. Every time I say something about them, it's always about the information. They make it personal. So when they start charging people with bullshit, go watch what they say. But what did Sean say that was so wrong that you disagree with? He just don't want to come on our channel and have the conversation. He want to go over there where he ain't gonna get no views. This is from one of the pseudo killers. Do he want to go over there where he ain't gonna get no views and talk about something? Ain't nobody gonna listen to that shit. That's how they feel. That's how they feel. And they get that from their fearless leader who says that he never wanted to be the leader. So now your leadership qualities are in question, my nigga. So I want to go back to a couple of days ago, and I want to talk about the pandemic. You know, the one that Xavier Sheldon said, stop talking about the vaccine and stop talking about COVID. You talked about it so much, don't nobody care no more. Well, people don't think that we're going to see a severe case of, and when I say people, I'm talking about epidemiologists, virologists, and immunologists. We're going to see a spike in, we're going to see another spike in cases, but we're not going to see a lot of hospitalizations and very minimum deaths. This is the word that's coming out. But are we learning from our mistakes? Has yet to be seen. And right now, we're not looking too good as far as learning from our mistakes. As of March, we eclipsed in the month of March. We began to start re-averaging 2,000 deaths a day. It's the 19th of March. Well, officially the 20th of March. And we went over 2,500 deaths. We went over 2,500 deaths. And that's sad because when they look at Vietnam and South Korea deaths are really, really low. They've been doing more shutdowns. They've been doing way more shutdowns and stuff like that. So, they're learning from their mistakes of the past. But in the month of March, South Korea's only had 38 deaths. $186 confirmed COVID cases, 16,000 suspected cases, but only 38 deaths. They're doing a very good job at detection. They got 24/7 operation going on. Their treatment facilities is immaculate. They're vaccinating their people, and then they're treating the people that need to be treated. Their healthcare facilities are running smoothly. They got the facilities to improve healthcare, and they got the infrastructure. And by the way, they got 88% of their population vaccinated across the board. 88, so I'm gonna say that slowly. 88% of South Korea's population is vaccinated. They crossed that threshold. The same could be said about Vietnam, whose numbers are also extremely low, that aren't spreading things, that are doing quarantines, lockdowns, contract tracings, all of that. They probably got less than 100 people, 100 deaths or something like that in a certain span for the month. They're doing their part. But here we are, removing masks. The hell with social distancing. All restaurants, theaters, all kind of shit open. And we popping 2,000 a clip a day in COVID deaths. We got viable vaccines, but they ain't going in the right arms. And we want to boost or give a fourth vaccine dose to people when we should be vaccinating the unvaccinated. And so we where we are because of that. So we're not out of the clear yet, as we're trying to go into. I still wear 2 masks. We're trying to go into an endemic phase. This helpful talk about that's why she wear a mask. We trying to go into your ass should have got a vaccine. We're trying to go into an endemic phase, but we can't get there properly. So people shouldn't be having to get infected to feel like that they're doing something like. And then for people who think that the vaccinated people still can catch something, you have to understand vaccinated people have a shortness of symptoms. So I mean, I could get back to going a full head of steam COVID stuff, but I don't want to do that. I got the book out for people to learn from the book. Whether you're vaccinated or unvaccinated, the book can teach your ass something. And I don't give a damn who has a problem with me reading to people an entire book. Maybe me reading to them might be soothing to their ears. They might like the sound of my voice. Or they might like the fact that they ain't got to read the stuff, that they can go and work and do whatever it is that they're doing, tune into the show and still hear everything that I said. So while you sneak dissing and dry hating, I really don't even care. See, I don't go on Smash Show and talk about you. I just talk about you on my show. And yeah, I can call you, but I don't want to talk to you because I felt like what you're doing is bullshit. And I want you to feel it. So if you calling me a hater or allowing them to talk shit about me or whatever the case may be, then it just let me know that you're bothered, that I hurt your feelings by not calling you. But have you considered anyone else outside of yourself? And like that, we gone.
Too legit.